What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Awakening World. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas, and happy February. It's a new month, Black History Month. Especially important for us to remember that. And we have a wonderful show tonight. It's another soul search tonight. Once a month, I am blessed to collaborate with Tanjila and her merry band of psychics, healers, and magic makers. They are all part of Soul Search, which is the network to go to get amazing connections to amazing people. And so with no further ado, we're going to actually have, you get 3 for the price of 1. Here's Tanjila and Darren and Karina. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. And excited to be here with all of you, the Global Peace Tribe. And we are coming in live from the Soul Search Burlingame Enlightenment Expo.
Yeah.
And I'm here with Darren Starwin and Karina Puma. And we've had an amazing day today. A lot of energy, a lot of new people. And Darren, you gave an incredible talk today.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, the energy in that room, the meeting room, was full of people, and it was very strong vibration. As soon as I was in there, I never noticed that before. I've been to these other soul search, and it was good, but this time it was just like the octane was turned up on that quantum energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe it was the group of people there were just more open or something.
Yeah, it was amazing. People were really connected, and people told me they even flew in. We had people flying from Portland and other states that said that they don't have this where they're from. So they were like, I found out about this event and I flew in to be part of the energy. So Darren gave a wonderful talk on spiritual leadership and quantum healing. So I think it was a very timely talk, especially for these times.
And basically, you know, the point of it is that many people who don't think of themselves as leaders, or the idea would scare them, you have a unique form of leadership when you get in touch with your spiritual essence, and you actually not just get in touch, but grounded in your physical body. And that's sort of like a rewiring of your nervous system. So you can hold this higher octane quantum energy. And then you find there's ways that you can lead that you would never have thought about just by being yourself. And what do you feel?
I enjoy coming to these because even the exhibitors, they're like family. You see the same one. Hello, how are you? It's great. They're wonderful.
Yeah, it's really spiritual community coming together in real time, in real life. And I love, Darren, your message about spiritual leadership, because I think, you know, for everyone tuning in on this live, watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, you know, we're all creating that vibrational leadership together, co-creating, and this energy that we are co-creating together is truly reverberating around the planet. So it's a very empowering message for everyone. When you feel hopeless, when you feel like, what can I do in this world? You are doing something by being open, by being connected, by stepping into your higher power.
Growing in many different ways by, seeing different practitioners and wondering, where am I doing? What am I going? What's life all about?
Yeah. Yeah, people know that. And I'll tell you, one of my beliefs is that one reason things seem so bizarre and so crazy in our world, like it's almost like you can't even believe. There's one of them is that because we're going through this rapid elevation of consciousness, all the old unresolved stuff, like the US Civil War from the 1800s, it's all coming to the surface to be resolved. And it can be very difficult. And that I believe that the light workers, people who actually hold this higher light, have been like the wisdom keepers throughout indigenous and ancient civilizations. But in modern times, many light workers have kind of taken a back seat and we haven't been stepping up as much as we could to hold that higher position. That's one reason I think of it as like a kindergarten room where the teacher leaves the room and the kids start acting out. So if you want to be an adult coming back in the room to help restore order to this kindergarten room of our country, just claim your power as a leader, and then your spirit will show you how to do it.
Beautiful.
We're-
Darren, I always appreciate Darren's wisdom. And I just want to visually remind people, everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube, join Soul Search. Just go to soulsearch.io. Definitely join the mailing list that pops right up. And then take a look, and that's where you're going to see all the different things. You can find a practitioner, explore the resources, or attend an expo. And they've got enlightenment expos coming up in Dublin, San Rafael, I'll be there, Roanoke Park, Santa Cruz, Scottsdale, Reno,
Wow.
Tucson. So all over. She's amazing. So join Soul Search. And tonight you're going to meet some of Soul Search's most amazing people, including Oracle Maureen. And we're going to have beautiful music from Amrita. And we're going to meet Amanda. And Victoria Shaw is coming back. We're all excited. And a new friend, Carolina. And at some point, Galaxy Starborn will be joining us. And most of the people you're seeing are going to do some form of psychic reading or spiritual guidance for people in our Zoom rooms. So for those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, now is a really good time to join the Global Peace Tribe. It's easy. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com, click register for the new season. That'll take you to our registration page. It takes about a minute to register. You can come in at several different levels, and immediately you'll get the links to all of our Zoom rooms. We do a show every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and every show is amazing. And come on in now, tonight, where one of these extraordinary beings might give you a personal psychic reading. And of course, you can also watch the people that they are reading for. So we're really, really excited. And we always start our shows with music. And I'm putting the spotlight on my co-pilot, our House Musical Artist Omashar. And before he goes into music, I want us to all send him a lot of love. If you haven't heard, last week he took a tumble and he broke 3 ribs. Now, a sane person would not be trying to play music and sing when 3 ribs were broken. However, his love of us, his passion, here he is, about to bless us. But let's all take a minute of silence to send our prayers, our grace, maximum grace, healing for Omashar's and his 3 ribs. Breathe it in, brother.
I can feel that. Thank you so much. Holy smoke. It's a trip. However, I would not miss one of these shows unless I really, really had to. And this song that I'm about to sing is called I Am You, because It's true. All right. So I'm just going to change mic source. And oops, where is it? Here it is. Okay. Right through your eyes. Yes, we are here and now, and it's time to leave the past behind. So take me by the hand, let us walk across this sacred land. I am you, though we seem to come from different skies. And what is true is the love that shines right through your eyes. I'll sail away with you across the universe. We'll fly on eagle's wings, and you know we'll cry with gratitude. Remember, you're always divinely connected. Our spirits, our bodies will be resurrected. The love in your hearts will lift you up, and I'll come along and fill your cup. I am you. Though we seem to come from different skies, what is true is the love that shines right through your eyes. 1,000 sunny days describes the joy I feel. I'll walk 1,000,000 miles, 'cause you know we'll see the truth revealed. And we will. Remember, we're always divinely connected. Our spirits, our bodies are being resurrected. The love in your hearts will lift you up, and I'll come along and fill your cup. I am you. What is true
That's all Twinkle Omashar and all of our people moving and grooving. And Charlotte, you know his words so well, you could lip sync Omashar. I was very, very impressed with how you knew every word in perfect. It was very impressive. So if we're ever stuck, I'll have you come on and lip sync Omashar.
That sounds almost, I don't know what that sounds like. Charlotte, come and lip sync me, baby.
Oh, how much fun, how much fun. And of course, Omashar will be back with another song later on in the evening. And we also have music coming from Amrita tonight, so that's gonna be really wonderful. I am looking for Tanjila, and there she is. Hey, welcome, co-host.
Hello, hello. Thanks, Scott. And Omashar, that was such a beautiful song. I think that's one of my favorite songs of yours.
It's a good one. It's a good one. There, I'm going to bring you up, Omashar. There you are, my friend.
Thank you, Tanjila. And you know what? Every time I see you, there's just this radiant sun that comes out of you, and it touches me right here. Thank you so much.
Aww. And so many healing blessings so that you will be back in action in no time.
Yeah, it's amazing when I feel all the good vibes just pouring into my being, and I'm in a place in my consciousness where I can actually receive them. So thank you.
Oh, beautiful. So thank you for that. And Scott, I had to move because Darren is packing up over there, but we have the Aura photography booth right behind us doing Aura photos. We have Jared, the medium's booth right behind me here. He's doing a mediumship circle right now. So, you know, we're closing down for today, but lots of amazing energy here. And we'll be back again tomorrow.
Well, before you move, do you have time to introduce Victoria Shaw?
Yes, of course, of course. I'm very excited to introduce Victoria Shaw. She is incredible, advanced, intuitive. She is a Princeton trained psychologist and counselor, and she utilizes her Ivy League degrees and her intuition to really work with people to connect with their higher selves, find their purpose, and really work through a lot of issues where they may be feeling stuck. And all of you can see Victoria in action in her Soul Search TV show, Living in Alignment with Dr. Victoria Shaw. It's an amazing show, and each episode she dives in and works with people where they're feeling stuck in their lives, career, love, money, so many different things. And it's beautiful, Victoria, to be able to watch your process, because you know you really do. And it's amazing to see when you start with people where they're at, and then just seeing them light up as you kind of work with them and work through them.
Thank you.
So,
And we're almost done with season 2.
I know. And so Victoria did season 1, and it was filmed at her beautiful retreat center in San Diego. And then now she filmed season 2 already, which we're really excited about. And that's going to be really diving into her retreat process. And I actually forgot to mention Darren, who was just on. He has an amazing show, Quantum Awakenings, on Soul Search TV. Quantum healing, music, comedy. It's like a great variety show. And of course, Jared, the medium here behind me, has a wonderful show called Medium Sized Ego. And he's doing season 2 as well now. So excited, Victoria, for your season 2 and where you're going to be diving into.
Me too. It's been fun. It's been really fun. And some of the people from season 1 are going to be back. So you'll get to see, you know, where they are now in their journey, their next steps.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So you guys tune in. If you haven't tuned into Victoria's show yet, tune in and check out her show on Soul Search TV. You can really dive into her process. And every episode, it's also enlightening and a teaching moment for all of us watching too. It's really beautiful. So
for people watching on Facebook, just to give the website, it's soulsearch.tv. And that's where there's Darren's show right there.
And if you go to shows, if you go up, Scott, to shows on demand, you can click in, like scroll up. Yeah. Watch shows on demand.
Takes a while to load. There we go.
Yeah. And then, you can click on Living in Alignment with Dr. Victoria Shaw right there. The first episode, you can take a look.
Beautiful. There they are. So just click soulsearch.tv, click on demand. That's where you can see the shows that are already created with Dr. Victoria Shaw. But she's with us right now live. So, and she's got something really cool planned for our show. So take it away, Victoria.
I do. I'm excited. This one. So in honor of my very first visit to Conscious Life coming up next weekend, where I'm going to be delivering messages from your spirit guides. I think that's what it's called. I wanted to come on today and do two things. I wanted to share some fun facts about your spirit guides. And then I wanted to offer a few introductions. So I will tune into a couple of people and see if a guide wants to come and connect with you. So that's the plan for today. And y'all know about me, so I don't have to talk about that. But I am, in fact, an Ivy League trained psychologist who talks to spirit guides all day. And you can too. It's actually pretty easy. So I'm going to do three. I planned 5, but I'm going to do 3 because I never like to take up too much time. 3 fun facts about your spirit guides. And the first fun fact is that you have them. We all have them. Everybody has them. We are all spiritual beings having a human, having a human experience. And when we come to earth, we forget a lot of, all of the wisdom that our soul, brought with us into this incarnation. But your spirit guides are with you all the time, and they are not in human bodies. They have forgotten nothing. And so we all have these beautiful beings that are here to support us on every aspect of the human journey, and everyone has them. And, you usually have more than one, and they're not even yours, right? It's, we can call on them as we like. When I do readings, a lot of times people will say, Victoria, what do your guides have to say? And I'm like, they're not my guides. They're the guides, right? Because we all have this available to us, and they work through intention. So when you set that intention to connect, when you have a question, when you have a desire, when you have something that you want to understand or explore, you send out a little ping to the universe, and your guides respond. They hear you, and they connect with you through your intuition, right? And your intuition is something that also everyone has, and it's working for you all the time. And so your guides you might get a feeling in your body. You might get just a random thought that pops into your head. You might have a dream, you might see a sign, but they're always communicating with you. It's just ask and receive. All right. Second fun fact about our spirit guides is you can ask them anything. You can ask them for anything. You can ask them about anything, but here's the clincher. They do not have your answers. They will not tell you what to do, and they cannot do it for you. So wait, what? I can ask them, but then they're not going to do anything? Yes, because they are guides. They will guide you. They will help you discover your answers, right? They will help you discover what it is that is most aligned for you to do moving forward, but they can't do it for you, right? Because they respect your free will, and also because you're on the ground having this human experience and your perspective matters. So we want to be really careful with our guide. I mean, you can ask them. They just won't answer you. But we also will want to be really important to remember that your guides and really everything here in this human world is to help you rediscover your own truth and reconnect to yourself. Okay. And so we never want to give our power away to anything, not even our beautiful spiritual support team. Okay. The third fun fact about your spirit guides is they love you. They love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, and more love you. They love you unconditionally. They are never judging you. They're never frustrated with you. They're never mad at you. You can't, even if you're mad at them, they're just going to love you right through it. They love you unconditionally. They come from love itself, like you. You are love incarnate, and they are love not incarnate at the moment, right? but they're unlike us human beings who sometimes forget our own lovability. They don't forget that, and they don't forget that. And they hold that for you, and they will always have that remembering of how beautiful, how lovable you are. And their job is to help you find that again in yourself. All right, that's it. Those are my 3 fun facts about your spirit guides.
Beautiful. And so you're going to choose 1 or 2 members from our audience.
Yes, sir.
So for audience members, if you would like to experience what Victoria's offering right now, please go down and click the raise hand option on your computer.
So I need to go to gallery mode so I can see them. But even when I did that, I still just see me, Scott. So I think I'm going to let you pick people.
Oh, all
Are
right.
you
Well,
cool with that?
yeah, we're gonna pick Carol.
Okay, Carol. And can I
Carol,
see
you're
Carol
up.
and tune in? All right, beautiful
Thanks.
Carol. All right, I'm going to just say a little prayer. I'm going to tune into your energy, my friend. Oh my goodness gracious. The guide that shows up for you. I want to just get this. Okay, I get it again. You know, it's so funny. As I was tuning in before, I saw a guide from someone, and so it is definitely for you. And her name is Penelope. And she has a very, I don't know where the name Penelope is. Unfortunately, as educated as I am, history and a lot of facts, I just know psychology. So maybe some of you know the associations with the word Penelope. But your Penelope has this really, like, I see her and she's in this golden carriage. And the carriage is being driven by some sort of beings that I don't know if they're like dragons, or they're not horses, they're flying creatures. And she just has this beautiful magical energy. And her message for you, my friend, is to really embody your female power. Okay. She says you're a creatrix. So I think that you're very creative in what you do. That's very important to you. She says you also have the gift of, you're one of those people that can really blend you may not know this, but blend the right and the left brain pretty magically and seamlessly, right? So, you know, you're like an organized artist. And she's really here to help you kind of bring that female power into the work that you do, but particularly your creative work, so that you can really kind of own how powerful and beautiful you are. Okay. So have fun playing with Penelope. And, you know, I want to say too, you can always rename them. I don't always get names for people because it's so personal, but that's the name that she's presenting for me, for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope that resonates.
Beautiful vision. I'm going to bring up another wonderful person, one of our favorite global peace tribers, the wild monk of the Mystic Monastery, the steward of 10,000 acres in Puerto Rico, the indomitable Jerry Anderson.
Hey, Jerry, I feel like maybe I've given this gentleman a reading before. Now you look familiar. I guess I've just seen you on my other visits here. All right, let me let go of our last friend. Oh man, you get a very different vibe. And I think I want to tune in because I think this is partially, oh no, now we got it. Partially was coming off of Scott's introduction. But what I see is, and I don't know the name of this, but if there's an Aztec guide of the sun, does anyone know who that is? An Aztec god of the sun? Because that's the guide that's coming forward for you right now.
Is that Quetzalcoatl? Isn't there Quetzalcoatl?
Could be the way that I see it in my mind's eye. I'm pretty sure it's Aztec, but I'm not really sure. It's like the face of the sun, you know, with the little rays around it. It's a very ancient symbolism, I'm told. And for you, this is around, so weird the way that they say it, the tonality of the seasons, right? Which is a little mixing metaphors, but I love it. The tonality of the seasons and really understanding the harvest. Okay. And I'm a sun lover and a sun worshiper. And I love all gods of sun myself. So I totally get this. But for you, it's really about the way in which the god of the sun, I'm being told in this culture, is around understanding the cycles of nature and understanding the wisdom and power that is latent within you, so that as you plant seeds, and you definitely have a farmer vibe, my friend, as you plant seeds, you know, and they keep showing me rolling up your sleeves and, you know, getting your hands in the dirt, know too that you are the sun that is, you know, germinating or whatever the heck the sun does for those seeds as well. All right. And so really understand that, and also recognize too, this guide is here to show you as well how you can work with that energy, how you can work with the power of the sun to bring into being all the things that you would like to still, you know, plant in this world. Okay. And bring to fruition. Does that make sense?
Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
live on a farm. I was raised on a farm, so I do have a lot of farming influence.
Yeah, well, Scott tipped me off a little, so but that's what I get. But I want you, if it resonates with you and speaks to you, I would love for you to do a little bit of deep dive into this energy, because this guide is saying he's kind of been trying to get your attention for a while. And you're very intellectual, so you like to learn about things. And if you like learn and kind of study different sun gods, and like there's going to be information in it that you're going to be like, oh my God, it's really going to resonate with you. And of course, you can also just sit by the river, like I see behind you, and just be with him, because of course, you know, the energy of the sun and of this, it's just very empowering and healing as well. Okay.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was fun.
All right, we're gonna do one more.
Yay.
And this is our Eleanor, Joy, and Ian.
Okay.
And the
I've
two of
definitely talked to these guys before, right?
well, you may see them.
Never?
I think what it is you see them
Okay.
dancing, like Jerry moves and grooves.
All right.
Eleanor Joy is who got the whole dancing on this show started.
All right. And so is Eleanor Joy getting the guide? Oh, yeah, that could be the Greek. I'm sorry, I was just locked in the chat. It could be. I think it actually is, because see, there I go. Because I actually recently got a pendant with that. I think it is. I think whoever did that, I think that's what I saw. But of course, there are many different traditions. So you tune in the one that resonates with you, because you know, it's all coming from the same place. All right, let me let him go. Let me tune into Eleanor Joy and see who wants to come through for you. I got to let that one go too. Okay. I want to just get really, really clear, because so many different things are coming through. Oh, okay. So the energy that I get for you, my friend, I get a lot of different things. So you have, first of all, I'm going to tell you have a lot of different guides. And I think that you like to play with them and tune into them. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but I do feel that you're someone who sort of collects spirit friends in a very good way. And that when you are interested in something, you tend to attract and imbibe the energy of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And your guides communicate with you a lot through signs. And also just things that fascinate you and get your attention. Again, like I was telling, and I'm sorry, I dropped names now, so I won't remember his name, but because I'm not in my left brain. But as I was telling our last friend, you know, follow what interests you, because there's stuff in it. You're a little bit like that in a different way, but follow what kind of excites and delights you and, you know, gets you, because yeah. And you really do, like, you know, you really do collect things, but the things that you collect are imbued with energy and guidance. Does that make sense? And it's very good for you to have tangible items to remind you of your guides. Okay. And, you know, a guide can be a rock, a guide can be, you know, come to you when you're knitting. It like really doesn't matter. But the energy that really wants to connect with you today is the energy of the bumblebee. The energy of the bumblebee. And, you know, I was originally seeing honeybee, but I get bumblebee, and I don't know the distinction there, but it's got the little, you know, bumbly tail. And what your guides are saying is this is a very playful energy. This is a very humble energy. And it's also just a very delightful energy. And these are things that, and I don't know, are you someone who likes to be in the garden and likes flowers? Because I get the sense that either that's something that you like, or that's something that you may want to experience more of. You're going no, but I feel that that's a really good energy for you. Okay. I like the bee. And, you know, bees, and I want to get this from the guides, but they're telling me to go ahead. You know, bees are pollinators. Right? They flit around to the things that interest them, the things that they get their attention, and then they engage and they play. And that is how we have food source. That is how flowers bloom. That is, I mean, where would we be without our pollinators? Right? So you, my friend, are a pollinator. Okay. Right. And where you land and what catches your attention and what delights you and how you engage with that is the beautiful energy that you are using to connect and uplift this world.
Thank you. That's right on.
Well, you're very welcome, and sending you a bunch of love, and have fun playing with the bees.
Oh, yeah.
I just hope you're not allergic.
No.
Okay. Because if so, don't play with them.
You are such a delight.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you,
And,
my
you know,
friends. So are all
remember,
your
everybody,
people.
this is just a little homeopathic dose of all the wonderful people you're meeting tonight. And I encourage you, if you really, those of you watching at home or in the Zoom room, if you get the hit, connect to the person you feel connected to. And here's how you get a hold of Victoria Shaw. Her website is victoriashawintuitive.com. And take the quiz. It's a really fun quiz. I just took it and then had to restart the computer. So
I know.
I had to go back and do the whole thing. So definitely tune in. And after you take the quiz, there are all sorts of ways that you can listen to her testimonials, and you can then register to work with her. And she does intuitive readings, intuitive coaching, intuitive parenting. She does in-person sessions in Encinitas near San Diego. But you also will do Zoom if need be, yeah?
Oh, for sure. Most of my work is over Zoom. Yeah.
Same. But wait, there's more. She has a podcast, which I happen to know very well because I was one of her guests. So if you go to her podcast episodes, that's where you can check out these wonderful podcasts with her. She's got Getting Unstuck, How to Develop Mediumship Abilities, How to Awaken Intuition, How to Be Human. That's a challenge for most of us, right? How to Go from Play to Passion. She has wonderful, wonderful guests. And a week from Tuesday, I'll be her guest on February 11th. So Victoria is wonderful. She's exactly what you see. She's a delightful human being and a very gifted psychic. So thank you, Victoria, for being with us.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you
Scott,
always.
I wanted to mention, Victoria, you're going to be giving a talk at Conscious Life Expo Saturday at 4 p.m. Meet your spirit guides. So definitely all of you guys coming to Conscious Life, if you're going to be in LA, definitely stop by and see Victoria's talk. She does this at our expos, so popular. They're like amazing gallery readings where she picks questions out of a hat and brings through messages from the spirit guides for people in the audience. It'll be really fun.
Yay. Thank you.
And Conscious Life Expo is the place to be if possible. You know, last week our show was dedicated to Conscious Life Expo. And I'll be there, and a lot of people you've seen tonight are going to be there, including Victoria and Tanjila, and so many of our favorite luminaries. So if there's any chance, you can still get down to LA next February 7th, 8th, and 9th. The air quality is going to be fine. The fires are contained. They're further north. The expo is at the LAX Hilton, so it's right by the airport, which is right by the Pacific Ocean. So air is going to be fine, and it's going to be a very powerful and wonderful time to be there. So let's do it. And Tanjila, love you, Victoria.
Thank you. Same.
Thanks, Victoria. Thank you so much. Lots of love. We'll see you soon next weekend.
Yay. I can't.
Wonderful.
And
I'm excited to introduce our next guest, who I'm also going to be seeing next weekend in LA, Oracle Maureen. Oracle Maureen is Chief Principal Oracle for God, Jesus, Mary, Kuan Yin, and Buddha. She is a master level channeler and spiritual teacher. She has shown signs of psychic gifts for as far back as she can remember, but it was only in her adult life that spirit actually came to her and said, listen, you've got to start doing the work. So she has an incredible story and journey where she was like, no, I'm going to stick with my normal life. I'm a mom. I got my kids. I don't need to go down this road. And spirit came down and was like, no, Maureen, you've got to do this. And so since then, she has helped thousands of people with readings, classes, workshops, healings, spiritual events, ghost clearings, possession ceremonies, psychic investigations, and much more. Maureen is dedicated to her path as a helper for heaven and is committed to bringing spiritual alignment and development to help others ascend. She has a reputation for her integrity, delivering clear messages honesty, and her incredible and powerful connection to the spirit world, which we're going to be seeing in action today. And of course, Maureen is also going to be at Conscious Life Expo with us next weekend. She'll be doing group readings Friday at 7 p.m. for her lecture. And then she has a powerful workshop she'll be doing on Saturday at noon. So Maureen, welcome. It's so great to have you here again.
Thank you, Tanjila. Namaste, everybody. You did that so well too, Tanjila. It was kind of kicking and screaming and dragging my feet, but I overcame the fear hurdle, and here I am.
Exactly. I love to share that because sometimes, people come to me and they're like, oh, you guys have all these amazing spiritual teachers, but, they just came in like that and they're just so connected and, I can never get there. And I'm like, well, actually, most people have their own story and their own journey. So I love when you share yours too. So thank you.
Yeah, it's a unique thing for everybody, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. So welcome. Thanks for being here with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
She was on last month, and we had so many of our presenters saying, or guests saying, I wanted to get a reading with Oracle Maureen. So that's why we brought you right back, because you really made a great impression. So once again, if you're interested in getting a reading right now from Oracle Maureen, please raise your hand like I just did. Go down to your computer where it says raise hand, click it. And that way we can see who wants to get a reading from Oracle Maureen. And I think we'll start with Pat, who's one of our favorite people. Now, if you've already received a reading from someone, do let somebody new come in. But Pat, I don't think you've had a reading from Oracle Maureen before. Pat, can you hear us? We're not hearing you, Pat.
Yeah, she's unmuted, but never mind. Just go ahead anyway.
I kind of need to hear her to validate it, or Heaven kind of will sometimes stop it. It's a work reward process, so I don't know if she can hear me, but I actually need to hear her back.
Okay, so Pat, maybe you can work on fixing your audio. Perhaps Omashar can have a tip, and we're going to bring on Kelly. Kelly, you're up. Yes. Oh my gosh. Surprise.
Okay.
Surprise.
Yeah. And I'll explain to you exactly what I was saying. So the Ascended Masters taught me years ago, actually, even before I ascended to working for the top 4, my first initial set taught me that how readings work, and in order to get them more successful is it's a work reward situation where the person in front of me has to work to earn more of Heaven's wisdom and help, which means they have to cooperate. Cooperate means receiving the validations that come through. And if it's something they can't receive, even saying no or I don't know, they still received it. What it feels like is this constant vibration and sensation, whether it's Kuan Yin, Mary Buddha, or Jesus behind me working, delivering. And then when the person receives it, they're gracious, they're honest, then they're allowed to receive more. This is something that everybody can learn. To me, a really huge fundamental principle behind how readings really work, so that you can get more guidance from Heaven, knowing that you do need to cooperate, and that cooperation is the form of validating. Okay, so with that being said, are you ready, Kelly?
Yes.
Okay. Kuan Yin is the one that's directly with me today. If she doesn't give me anything, I'm going to have you ask the first question. Well, there's 2 things that are happening to me right now. They started showing me over here retirement, going towards retirement. Like this is a focus for you to start really going towards. With retirement, and I don't know if you're thinking about it or planning it, they just put this big piggy bank in front of me that we're going to make a bigger effort now to start saving for retirement. Retirement all of a sudden leads me down this path where I'm at a cabin. and I'm peaceful and I'm spending most of my time at a cabin versus in a busy suburban neighborhood. Can you validate any of this really quick? Because I'm not done. You can in a second. Your mom just walked in the room over here. So they're sending in your mom. I'll keep going until she stops me and then she'll have you validate. I don't know why, but she just handed me a t-shirt. It was a graphic t-shirt and it had Tom Petty on it. And it had all of this art with it also. Okay, now she's having me ask to validate, if you can validate both of these, and then she'll keep going.
I quit my job a while ago because I bought a cabin and just never wanted to leave. I live up there primarily, also in the city. And yeah, finances, I gotta think about her. I mean, I get by. I'm perfectly happy. Tom Petty is a hero of mine. I think he's sort of like my Elvis.
Oh, that is so cool. No wonder. I gotta get back to the Tom Petty t-shirt she's holding up here. She
Got
keeps-
about 40, by the way.
You have about 40. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say she's telling me you have one. Okay, but what I wanted to get to, she kept painting it. And it's like I wanted to tell you that there's something artistic that you need to do with like design with t-shirts. And then I was starting to see some small coins coming out of the t-shirt as in like side money for you.
Fabulous. I'll start brainstorming. Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
Mom. Thanks.
What's this purse? Like this, all of a sudden, I was gonna let you ask a question, and this crocheted purse just floated from in front of my computer, and they just put it right down in front of you. And when you
I'm trying to launch a business, Pine River Rags, where I use donated and recycled material and I make tote bags and backpacks and
that was this. Okay, and I know the t-shirt is gonna end up being like part of it because you just kept painting it while you were even validating your messages. And this was literally like a bag that you would see kind of like boutique, kind of like boho. So it's the answer is yes. It's to put your time and your energy and your resources in, we're gonna call it kind of a side job during your retirement years. Okay. All right.
thank you so very, very much.
Not quite done. They just brought up your house, not the cabin, but like the house. We'll call it the primary residence. They showed me you painting the inside of it really quick and said you're not moving from your house. You're still going to keep your house and just make minor improvements to it.
Perfect. My daughter lives there with her family, so it's just staying with and yeah, it's working out well.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Now that they've stopped, and I think we might, I'll watch for your sign, Scott. If we have a little bit more time, I'll let you get in here and ask a question or two if you have one.
And Pat, is your audio working? Let's see if Pat's audio is working.
Oh,
We're,
dang.
we're still not hearing you, Pat.
Yeah, I've been chatting to her privately, but she hasn't been answering. So I told her how to fix it potentially, but I have had no answers. So there it is.
Yeah, we can't hear you. You've got to, so you got to work with or Omashar. Listen, work with Omashar, see his text messages, and maybe you can fix it because he can.
In the chat, Pat, just scroll back up and you'll see I've told you how to look to see how to fix it. So that's it for now. Cool.
What I will do is we'll bring up Julia. Julia has her hand up. So Julia, there you are. And you are going to be with us.
And I'm not muted now.
Hi,
Hey.
Julia.
All right, so Julia's my next victim. Is that what we're all right?
Yeah, your next opportunity.
My next opportunity. No, they don't use that word.
Okay.
They said the next soul to bring enlightenment to. So Kuan Yin corrected that real quick. All right, let me see where she wants to go first with you. And if she goes nowhere, then that means you have to ask a question. As I was letting you know that, I started to see the word enlightenment spelled out in front of me really big. And then I started seeing a book form behind the word. And they were telling me that you're to work on taking more classes and workshops to become more enlightened. Like it's a passion of yours, it's an interest of yours. And I'm hearing that you have the time, the money, and the ability right now. They're putting a whole bunch of stuff in my lap right now, like so many different things in the spiritual world that you can and should learn from in order to raise and broaden your consciousness level. I don't know why astrology is one of them yet, but they did give me astrology. They're putting a bunch of guided meditations in my hands, wanting you to meditate more. They're showing me you're trying to activate your psychic channels and open up and connect more. They're saying not just with your loved ones on the other side, but also with divine. I just saw a huge ray of white light go from your crown chakra all the way up to heaven, which means God. They're encouraging you strongly to continue to work on trying to activate and open up your psychic channels further. They're letting me know that your crown chakra, your knowing channel, is activated at what heaven calls a usable degree. So you are getting downloads that are clear and accurate. They want you to trust yourself more. I don't know why I just saw a dog jump into your lap. Do you have a dog on the other side that you wanted to hear from?
A couple.
Okay, well, you have a mother and a grandmother that just came in right behind you, and they're the ones bringing you the dog, and the dog is literally sitting in my lap, in your lap. They want you to understand and embrace your animals, visit you equally as much as your friends and your family do. They're saying that you've been discounting them and second guessing it, like it's too good to be true. They want you to know it's not too good to be true. It's a gift from God that He's giving to you. They're showing me now like a physical looking dog jumping into your lap on this dimension. I call it the earth dimension, as in they're wanting you to get a dog now. So
I have one. I have one now.
you have one now.
Yeah.
Were you thinking about getting another one though?
Yeah, because we just lost the other, and I'm afraid the one I call her Allie. I'm concerned that she's worried, lonely, because I work full time.
Yeah, it's literal. So heaven will come in on my right, and anything like earth is on the left. And your dog's in heaven, they put in coming in on my right side, and this one came from the ground over here, and it was like it wasn't ethereal, it was like full on like colored. And they mean it like you know how moms talk or any of your friends or family, and the intention is no, I'm serious. It was that. Not just showing you this to show you how they're around you and to use that as a validation. So that would be actually, they're saying helpful, not just for your dog, but also for you. So the anxiety would go down. The answer is a yes. So they've been trying to get you to move forward on another dog.
Okay.
I don't know why. They just put a security system like on your front door, and I saw a code, like a punch code. Like I want to get your place more secure. Do you have a security system?
Only my spiritual. I've always counted on my spirit guides to protect me. And it's always worked. I do lock my doors, but I do not worry about my house or my business or my car or any of my possessions.
Okay, just write it down and take it with you. But it was literal. And it was literally the use a punch code for the security system. So, and it was like right outside your front door. So
other than the garage door?
All I saw was like outside a door and doing the code.
Okay.
They just put money in my hands from your purse, and they're putting a cleaning lady in my hands with the money. They're telling me to tell you that it's advisable and it's time for you to get some housekeeping help. That it's okay to spend the money. And
I've done that for years, so I'm puzzled by that. I use my husband's sister.
You use your husband's sister. Why are they saying more? Like they want more?
I'll have to think about it.
I'll tell you one thing. They piled up laundry over here. So we're giving the housekeeper like more work,
Give them more work. But,
including laundry for one thing.
okay.
Did
All
you,
right.
Julia, they've stopped? So this is my place where I get to say, Julia, do you have a question?
But, I plan to live to 120.
Will
And
you?
I'm 80 now. Well, I'm 79. And I'm going to work till I'm 90. And then I'm going to go swim with the dolphins and the whales and lead retreats. Now, is that the kind of elevating I'm supposed to be doing?
Okay, the first vision I'm getting is a path going uphill, and they're saying, look at this as your ascension process. It was one step at a time. So they're lowering some of these expectations down considerably for you. They want you to put yourself in the present moment in a more grounded state and just go one step at a time. And a bigger priority, they're saying, from what you shared, is these books and these workshops on spiritual enlightenment is what's going to benefit you the most and help you get the ascension process quicker and faster, so that when you leave this dimension, you're going to be in a higher place and be happier.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Beautiful. Thanks, Oracle Maureen. And I was wondering, could you do a little channeling for the group, on bringing more love into your life, or whatever you'd like to bring through at this time for everyone watching?
I would love to. Give me an idea of how many minutes, because once I go out, I don't see you guys. Like I barely see you right now. Once I do that, if I just kind of know that you want 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay, so the topic is, I'm going to call it how to manifest love. We have our beautiful goddess of mercy and compassion, Kuan Yin, standing directly behind me and above all of us. Think there is no higher vibration than the sensation, the thrill, the satisfaction of love. Love is your primary goal, to learn on how to achieve and maintain this most precious gift that your creator God has given you on this dimension, as well as in the heavenly realms when you are allowed to reside there. Love is what you should be seeking each and every moment of every day, knowing how to create, how to manifest love is what will bring more joy and happiness into your life here. It is one of your tests. There are so many temptations that pull earthlings away from seeking the vibration of love. What must you do in order to be able to receive more love? It is that you must earn the gift of more love in God's eyes, the divine source of life, your creator. How you spend your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions is what he is seeing and hearing, as well as your actions. If you want more love, focus more on being more loving. Focus more on where there is love in your life and give those situations, those people, more of your attention so that God rewards you by gifting you more love. Turn away from where disharmony exists in your life and around you. This will sabotage you from being allowed to receive the love that God is looking to gift each and every single one of you. Always hold on to hope under all circumstances that you are worthy of receiving this most precious gift, the gift of love. Never lose sight that one of your primary lessons here on earth is always to learn how to give and receive love to one another and to live in only a loving state. Once you attain the ability to live at this most highly desirable state, the doorway to heaven opens wider for you, and for longer periods, hear my message. My wish for all of you is to live from a place of love, to seek love, and to cherish love when love is sent to you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And thank you, Kuan Yin, for coming through and sharing that beautiful message.
I want to let people know how they can get more of this amazing soul. Thank you, Oracle Maureen. Her website is her name, oraclemaureen.com. And there's a lot of beautiful things on this website. You can learn all about the services that she provides. She's very, very dedicated. She'll be at the Conscious Life Expo next weekend. Her talk is on Friday, the 7th. And she'll also be available for private readings while she's there. And she has a beautiful cause that she's supporting, helping the hungry in Kenya. So if you're wanting to donate, that would be a wonderful thing to do. Or you can support her Help Save Our Elephants. And again, just go to her website, oraclemaureen.com, click donate, or learn more about these beautiful, very important promotions. And there's a little bit on some of the ascended masters that she honors and is in such beautiful service to. She has a wonderful blog, so it's a very beautiful, a lot that she has to offer, including guided meditations and her newsletter. So again, you'll learn more by going to oraclemaureen.com. And thank you so much for being with us and for all that you're doing to help rise our awakening world. Thank you, Oracle Maureen.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Oracle Maureen. See you next weekend.
You next weekend.
Yeah, hopefully I'll meet you in person. I'll be there too. So hopefully.
Hopefully.
It's time for some music. And I'm very excited. I'll let you introduce our audience to Amrita.
Definitely. I'm so excited to be introducing Amrita Raven. She has always been a passionate singer and musician. She feels most alive when expressing her heart and soul through music performance. Although she has been rooted in the genres of classic rock, folk, bluegrass, blues, and reggae, Amrita's excited to venture into new territory, and we'll give you a little taste of this today, bringing some beloved classic love songs back to life. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And Amrita is an amazing musician and lives in Sedona, Arizona, where we're dear friends. And also she's an incredible photographer, creative, chef, and has an elixirs company where she actually sells different elixirs like Red Rock cacao. And we'll take a look at that later too. But we're excited. Amrita, welcome to the Awakening World. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you so much, Tanjila. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have this opportunity. I just feel like things are just flowing. So it's very exciting. Very exciting. So thank you so much for opening that door for me.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you here to support us in bringing more and more love into our life through sound, frequency, and music. So I'll let you take it away. Thank you.
Okay, so you know, I have a history of the kind of rock and roll band diva thing. I have just gotten to a point where I'm a little bit tired of singing the same music over and over again. So I just recently started working on some new material, which is actually old material. It's classics that I kind of received by osmosis when I was a kid. My parents used to listen to this music in the house, in the car, and it's kind of that Rat Pack genre, inspired, you know, made famous by Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, all those fun musicians from the 60s, 50s, Nat King Cole, all of that. So I got a couple tunes for you today. I'm going to start with one here and then finish with another later. And this tune turns out it comes from Spain originally, which I did not know until recently. And it might be familiar to you. I believe that Michael Bublé just recently recorded a version of this song, and it's called Sway. And this is kind of the sultry love song, and it's fun to vibe with this. So I hope you enjoy it. Ready? When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like the lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you got that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you've got that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill the way that you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. You know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
Love it.
Thank you. Woo.
So much fun.
Beautiful.
I know, I love these old tunes. It's such a blast. I'm really enjoying singing them. And of course, I shunned them when I was a kid, you know, like, oh, you know, I was into the hippie music and not interested, you know, in my parents' music at all. But now, interesting how it's come full circle.
Well, if you're ever in Las Vegas, which is not far from Sedona, the Rat Pack show there is fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they've got a really good, someone who looks like Frank Sinatra, someone who looks like Dean Martin,
yeah.
someone who looks like Sammy Davis Jr., and it's a replay of the old Rat Pack shows, and it's a really, really fun show. I really
Awesome.
And
Sweet.
people can get more of Amrita by going to milkandhoneyprovisions.love. Now, I want to personally testify. She was our caterer for the Global Peace Tribe retreat in Sedona a couple of years ago, and the food was fantastic.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious. And so if you go to her website, it's where they are offering delicious, healthy, high vibe offerings. and they create amazing elixirs, which you can use for steamed milk and lattes. There's special blends, golden, Sedona sunrise. That sounds good, doesn't it? Or spicy red rock cacao. You can learn all about it by going to milkandhoneyprovisions.love. And our Milk and Honey Amrita will be back with us a little bit later on in the show.
Thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate you.
Thank
Yeah, I
you so much,
appreciate you
Amrita.
too.
That
It's
was
great
a
to see
lot of fun, as always. We love grooving to your music.
Nice. Love it. Well, thank you for the opportunity again, Tanjila. Love you, sweetheart.
Of course. Thank you. Lots of love.
Thank you.
Is
great.
Galaxy here? I
Let's
haven't
see,
seen.
Galaxy, are you on with us? Did you get home?
I guess we have to do a little switcheroo. So let's go to Carolina.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to Carolina, who I'm very excited to be introducing. Carolina is one of our new Soul Search family members. So I'm excited to get to know you better, Carolina. She has a company called the Frequency Codex, and Carolina is a certified sacred geometry healing practitioner, light language healer and activator, and intuitive channel. She is the founder of the Frequency Codex, a pioneering energy healing practice inspired by her son's extraordinary recovery through frequency healing and biogeometric alignment. She is passionate about empowering others to unlock their unique energetic blueprints, facilitating deep healing and transformational growth. Through her work, Carolina aims to expand the understanding of energy healing as a profound connection between the seen and unseen. By bridging spirituality, metaphysics, and quantum physics, she makes energy healing accessible to all. So we're really excited to be having you here today. Welcome, Carolina, to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. And thank you for such a detailed introduction. I feel like you've done all the hard work for me, so I appreciate it. Well, what I'd love to do today is just give you a brief introduction to really how I came to be doing this. And then for anyone that is open in the group, I would love to give a remote energy healing, chakra rebalancing, and alignment. And if you could just, when we get to that point, just privately or in the chat state your intentions that you're open, and I will guide us through a brief practice. So where to begin? It feels like it's been a lifelong journey that only has come to life in the last couple of years. But in short, for most of my life, I think I was unconsciously unconscious. And then the universe conspired to make sure that I was very much conscious, primarily when my son came along. And he was unfortunately, or fortunately, because it's all worked out beautifully in the end, born with very complex medical issues, which we traveled the world trying to resolve. And literally, it was one of those moments where we tried everything, nothing was working, and it was quite a fearful situation for all of us when I did what I think is quite common, has happened to lots of people on their spiritual journey. I laid down, I surrendered, I passed it all over to God, who I thought I had been asking quite specific questions to up until that point. But the way I looked at it was that my son's condition was so complex. There was a lot of control from all the many different doctors helping us. And in the end, I truly surrendered. And I think that's something that we all would love to do, but sometimes it is somewhat of a challenge. And then, just like lots of the miracles that people see, we got our miracle. We got introduced to an incredible lady who helped me with biogeometry, and by aligning the energetic imprint of our home, my son, who is an incredibly gifted starseed child himself with an enormous energy field, his field was finally able to be calibrated to a point that he could actually be receptive to the help that was available to him. And it was the first time, I mean, I come from a medical family where I realized that where we're going now, we're invited to look at things instead of healing from the inside out, but healing from the outside in, because so much of our stories, our traumas, stuff that we want to work on sits in our field and our energetic field. And by the time it gets to our body, that's where we start to see distortion and dysregulation, which turns up as illness and disease. And if we were able to prioritize healing our energy body as we take care of our physical body, then at least in my son's case and many other people that I've worked on since then, we've seen some really beautiful results. And so I feel incredibly blessed that once this train was going, I met my teacher who introduced me to sacred geometry healing, and really the rest is history. It's been the most incredibly profound journey. It has opened up so much memory to me of really probably what I've known all of my life, but I sat firmly in my left brain coming from a finance background. And then when I started to embrace all that is, I started to realize that a lot of the intuition I'd actually based my finance work on. I used to be a trader. It's entirely intuitively, you feel the markets. I realized it had always been there. And so as I moved into sacred geometry healing, I would never consider myself someone that paid a huge amount of attention in physics class, I'll be very honest, but it came so naturally to me, and it's like I remembered. And my son went from being genuinely incredibly seriously ill and on so many medications, you can't even begin to imagine anyone so small could take that many, to within a matter of about a month and a half, physically being back to what I would call a normal, happy child. All of the medical issues that had really plagued him and had him bedbound and homebound were all just lifting away. And we are now a year and a half later, and it's like he's got his life back. And so I decided to dedicate my life to sharing the knowledge that I have been gifted with and trying to help as many people as possible through quantum energy healing. And in addition to my business, the Frequency Codex, I'm also in the process of setting up a nonprofit called the Healing Collective, because there are many other families and adults with my son's old condition where they have enough of their resources tied up in paying for medical bills. And I wanted to make sure that the energy healing, which has been so successful for my son and so many other people, is available to anyone who would be open to receive it. So I'm excited to get that going now. So what I'd love to do today, as we are focusing on love this month, and I thought it would be nice to maybe bring it back to self-love, because only when we really love ourselves can we really show up in a way that we can really be open and whole to love other people. And so for anyone that is open, I would love for you just to energetically state your intention that you're open to receive this healing. And I'm going to do a chakra balancing. I'm going to bring in light language. And I am going to bring in some crystal frequencies as well. And I hope this will just be a lovely way for us to honor ourselves today and for everyone to feel rejuvenated at the end of it. So I will dive in. And you will hear me speaking some light language. You may feel and see some colors. You may feel vibration in your body. There is no right or wrong way to receive this. If you're open to receive it, just open up your heart and you will get exactly what you need from this. You don't need to think at all. I'm just going to create an ability to actually bring you all in together into a central energy body. Ishkiniara a kuniara kiana ki. Hishia niara kwai and yorkiana ishana koyana ka orasiana aku iniara ki aiskiana olana kai orania a kishinia ko arania tunasiana ka orania lia shuniara kosaniana ti orania anatunasiana kai. As we set the intention, I open my heart to this group to provide a healing, offering unconditional love, encouraging self-love, and encouraging you all to embrace your own divine essence. I'm going to open up a portal to the Vesica Pisces. And I invite you to close your eyes and imagine two interlocking circles, one representing your soul and the other your human self. As the circles merge, I invite you to imagine a pink and golden light radiating from the center and filling out your heart. Through the center, I invite you to imagine a beautiful spiral of gold and rose. And as the spiral moves gently up and down the energy body, unfolding out from the center of the Vesica Piscis, as it continues to rotate, it unwinds layers of self-doubt, revealing to yourself your inner beauty, your inner divine blueprint, your soul print, if you like. And I invite you to feel all that does not serve, that is ready to be released in this moment. Hishniara ayakunya akushanakai, orania sinia akunakai, orania iskiana ukanarino. I bring down the frequency of rose, of phenakite, of liquid gold, as it circles down the center of the energy body, gently infusing the body. These frequencies bringing peace, balance, clarity, connection to your divinity. I'm just going to take a Lemurian crystal and just gently cleanse away any old stories, any fears, any sadness, any grief, anything that is ready to be released. We release it with love. And we send it back to Source, back to God, to be recycled and renewed into unconditional pure love. And then going to open up a Sri Yantra. And put that over the energy body, opening up its frequency. The Sri Yantra represents divine unconditional love that is the perfect alchemical balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And as we expand out this frequency within the energy body, I ask you to take 3 deep breaths in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling this frequency of unconditional love expand out through your body. I invite you to remember your divine soul blueprint, that you are perfect in every way. We come from love. We are love. We are invited in this lifetime to remember all that we are. Kinshiara iskiniara o aniakai, orania satiana, okiana asaniara, koniara, tonia, akushiniara kai. Bring in some more crystal frequency here with some selenite and some beautiful amethyst to lock in these frequencies of self-love. Kishkinyara askinia oskinia okania asinia okona atunia kai orania askinia ishkania anura kantiana unananakai. Just going to remove these geometries now and send them back up to Source with infinite gratitude for the gifts and the information that they have shared. Sacred geometries are keys and portals which allow us to connect with divine and cosmic frequencies that really assist with quantum healing. I'm now going to ground us all in this lovely energy that we've created amongst ourselves. I'm going to call down the frequency of divine white light, of platinum. I'm going to call in the frequency of the rose, as well as iron rose quartz. And I'm going to just gently circle that around the energy body. And then I'm going to send it down to the center of the earth. And I invite you to imagine these frequencies going right through your body, going down through the floor, right down to the earth, through the rocks, through the soil, through the bedrock, all the way down to the center of Gaia. And as it reaches her center, I invite you to imagine a beautiful golden ball of light. And as I wrap these frequencies around the golden ball, I ask Gaia to infuse them with her own frequencies that will be unique and individual to each and every one of you. Bring them back up again, up back through the rock and the water and the soil, up through the ground, up through the floor, up to exactly where you are. I'm going to invite you to feel it starting at your feet, working up your legs, up through your hips, into your stomach, your chest, gently up in and out through the top of your head, and then going straight back up to source, completing the circle. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. There can be no other way. It's going to balance out everybody's chakras one last time, returning them to the perfect size, orientation, and frequency. Turning everyone that has participated back to their own energy bodies. Bringing us all back to this current moment, this current time. And closing out with just a lovely statement for all of us. We are worthy of love. We are love. Love flows to us and through us effortlessly and always, now and always. Thank you so much for your time. And we're done.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
Very powerful. Thank you, Carolina.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity to share that with you all today.
How are you all feeling after receiving that?
Yeah, put into the chat box how you're feeling. Susan Bloomquist writes extraordinary. While people are putting into the chat box, let's go take a look at how you can find our wonderful new friend, Carolina. And like all of our guests tonight, you can find her on Soul Search. So if you go to Soul Search and type in the frequency codex, that's where you can find her. Of course, I put that link into the chat box for our Zoom roomers. But for all of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, that's how you can do it. And you can learn more about her. Again, she's a certified GEO of Love Healing 1 and 2 practitioner. And she's down in the Southern Orange County. So Laguna Niguel.
Yep, I'm in Laguna Niguel. Most of my work is remote. I do have a website. Of course, the universe, I have to just lean into it and embrace it. This was the day that WordPress and my developers decided to take it down and work on it without letting me know. So I apologize, but you can also find me at thefrequencycodex.io, and we should be up and running by Monday again, hopefully. I'm hoping, God willing. So.
Oh, well, you're wonderful. And I am going to read some of the wonderful comments that have come in, because there have been some really beautiful comments that have come in. Bhavna writes, very relaxed, calm, and buzzing. Thank you. Diara writes, love the rose frequency. Thank you. Sealing it in with frankincense oil. Bonnie writes, thank you, Carolina. I feel so much lighter in my energies. I've been very low this past week. Susan Woolridge says, lovely, peaceful, calm, such sincere sweetness and profound, gentle divinity. Omashar writes, thank you, Carolina, profound, clear, uplifting, and clearing. So thank you from many of our global
It was a privilege. Thank you very much for sharing your space with me today. I really appreciate it. And I will come and find you in LA next weekend. I'm going down to do some meetings there. So I will definitely come and say hi.
Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Look forward to meeting you in person. Thank you.
That would be great.
Thank you so much, Carolina. And that was such a powerful share and really beautiful for our community. Love it.
Thank you so much.
Well, shall we go straight to Amanda?
Yes, let's go for it. We have our next
Hi,
guest,
everyone.
Amanda Romania. Hello, hello.
Lovely to be back with you all. Lovely to see you all again. I'm so excited.
And so just to reintroduce everyone to the amazing Amanda Romania, she is a master spiritual mentor, Akashic record oracle, and librarian. Amanda is able to open the veils to the mysteries of the Akashic matrix and cosmic realms and the etheric database of knowledge containing all the records of our incarnations. Amanda is able to assist in developing our skills to further enhance all of our unique spiritual gifts and leads us towards next generation ascension, consciousness, and greater understanding of true spiritual purpose. Amanda has, for the past 20 years, led tours to the world's major sacred sites, including Glastonbury, Central America, Egypt, and beyond. Her trips to Egypt are famous and usually sold out, so it's a privilege and honor to be a part of those that she offers. Amanda also offers private sessions, trainings, and empowers ones to spiritual mentorship and mastery programs. And what's amazing about Amanda is she has a very prolific international audience, and she teaches in China, she teaches in Thailand, Vietnam, Taiwan, all over Asia. So it's incredible that you're bringing the Akashic records, oracle wisdom, and ascension consciousness all around the world. So Amanda, thank you for being here.
Thank you. So excited. So hi, everybody. Thank you for inviting me and sharing some time and the lovely speakers that we've had. I've just really enjoyed the show. And what I wanted to do today was bring through a collective Akashic message for us all. And then I can answer some Akashic questions. If you're comfortable giving me your month and your day of birth, then I can read the energy of the Akashic for this year. So I want to do a little bit more exploration with people and kind of do a little bit more show and tell. So I'm working with my deck of cards, the Akashic Records Oracle cards, a deck I designed. We actually just signed a deal to have them printed in Taiwan. So I'll be with my students next month. So everyone is in a collective kind of group that I'm so blessed to share on an international level. And what really helps me is when I'm working with you amazing groups of people, because that keeps me inspired and keeps me moving. But 2025, what is opening up on the Akashic Records for us all, and especially for this group? There are no mistakes of this group coming to this day at this time. I really feel that our souls tell us when that we've got those connections. What opened up first of all was the option of connecting with the karmic board. So this is definitely going to be a year where the karmic board, the masters of the karmic board, can come and actually work with us, clearing those records and clearing that unfinished business. One of the areas that I work in, and that many of you probably go in your dream time, is to an area called the life between lives. It's like a little bit like going up into heaven. We go in our dream state, our astral state. And what happens for us is we go up and we're dealing with our records as unfinished business. What we're now being able to do through this group of people, and primarily through Kuan Yin, that I work for directly when I go through to Asia, is that she's giving us dispensation to work on those records, unfinished business in this current timeline. The reason you would want to do that is because it helps you move through that ascension program. Many of my students and guides are saying to me, Amanda, we're seeing so many people's souls crossing over and they haven't done their work. So I know that there's light workers in this group that are doing their work, and not just doing their work for them, for others as well. Now, where you're mainly going to be clearing out a lot of things is in those past life records. So you may find that those connections, those soul connections, they're coming up at this time for help and healing. And especially as we're going into the month of love, looking at those past life records of didn't love myself enough, didn't feel that love that I wanted to explore in this lifetime. These are often from the past life memories. So if they come up for you, this is that clearing. And what you're also being given from the Akashic records is this message and wisdom of clarity, and also ideas and inspiration. And because these cards are frequencies, I know that we've just had that really powerful clearing and healing. These frequencies from the Akashic field are kind of going to be dropping in. So you may find that you're in that dream state. You're working with your own Akashic records. And it's simply about just clearing things out, refresh and restart. And I know many of you have explored your Akashic records within that. So let's get started. I think someone had put their date of birth. And Scott, if you can help nominate people, that would be wonderful as well.
Let's give Pat a try because she's been trying. So let's see if.
Yes. And even if Pat can put in her month and her day, and I know I've got an April 26th. That's a 4 and an 8 and a 9. If Pat can give me.
Pat, we're still not hearing you. Can you type in your date?
We'll make it work for you.
And I'm going to bring up the people that you have heard from, Ian and Bhavna. I need you to turn on your camera.
I just need, just the day and the month.
April 26th.
April 26th. So that's a 4 and a 2 and a 6 is an 8. So this year, 4 plus 8 plus the 9, you're on a frequency of 3. So this is a year of change for you. It's about connecting with the things that you've learned over the last kind of 2 years. You would have gone through a lot of truth lessons, some duty lessons. So there may be things with family that you dealt with last year that you really want to kind of explore in this timeline of this year. The card for you working with the Akashic field is working with those angels. Those angels, and this is a big girl card, so don't be scared. They're helping create anything that's been challenging, that you felt has been binding you. They're the ones that are going to deal with it. They're going to help with that. So bringing as much angelic presence, because you, my dear, that's where you work on the other side. You've just come down in this earth body. It's time to remember. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my darling. Who have I got next?
Well, Pat is here, and she put her. And
January 16th for Pat.
January 16th.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat. Lovely to be with you. Okay, my dear. This is your year 8. So this is all about your intuition, having your insight, and kind of creating the plan of where you want to go with your karmic records. You might also find that friends or family, they're coming up with different ways of connecting with you to give you help on this path. But this is a path, the 8, and looking for as much transformation that you can get supported with. So this is that blue butterfly. So she's there with you, guiding you, helping with that transformation, my darling. Who we got next?
We're going to bring up Ian of Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Let me go find them. They were here a moment ago. There he is.
Hi, Ian. What have we got?
Ian, if you could repeat your birth date again, please.
December 23rd.
September?
December.
No, Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
3 plus 5 plus the 9. Okay, you're also on an 8 path. So this is often about abundance and also karmic connections. So if you're feeling that you want to kind of connect more with the universe on the abundant level, bringing more healing in, more light in, This is where you focus on that. And one of the records for you is working and connecting with the support of the female relationships around you. That's going to be your number one go-to, because your soul, when your soul came here, you were healing and clearing a lot of the ancestral wounds from your family lines, connecting with that female connection, support, love, compassion. And this is where you've come to master those relationships of connection with yourself. So I know that you're receiving a lot of love and support from everybody here in the room today as well. I just feel that that's coming through. And I know that those beautiful guides are watching over you. Okay. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Next we have Nalia.
Hi, Nalia. Lovely to meet you.
Nyla. Same
Nyla.
here. I just swallowed something.
That's okay. We can clear that throat chakra. It's all part of it. So we're working on that throat chakra for you. I'll get your birth date in just a second when you can ask
March
for that.
21st. March 21st.
March 21st. Ah, so this is that. You have that 33 frequency. Yeah. You're a life path 6, but actually you have that 33 frequency this year as well. So this is about bringing that higher consciousness in to help you in your earth realm with that kind of balance of love, family. Last year, you might have felt a little bit on your own. That was your year 5. This is the year when you start joining and connecting with your tribe, your community, your family. Okay. Of course, it's the throat chakra. The game is so good today. This is what's working with you, the throat chakra, and healing and clearing that.
I'm also a singer.
Perfect. This is one of your spiritual gifts. There's something within the tone of your voice that's a little bit like lots of angels today, but you actually within your voice, you bring through cosmic frequencies. So there's a big connection for you, my darling, with the Pleiadians, because they are the peacekeepers, the harmonies. And when your voice comes through, that's what you're helping with. So this is part of your mission and purpose this year. When your Pleiadian families are smiling, they're sending that positive energy for you. You just have to go and look outside.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Next we have Trisha.
Hi, Trisha.
And she's October 30th, 10:30.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Trisha. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. You're a 4 this year. So this is the year when you're kind of maybe going through changes last year with your Akashic records and where you're at. This is the year where project managing mind, body, spirit. So this is like a year where you're working on certain things, creating certain things. You might feel a little bit like you're spinning plates sometimes, but this is use that opportunity of this year to get those projects moving that you want to work on. The card frequency in the Akashic field for you. Ah, interesting. There's 2 cards. The first one is transformation again for you. So I love that you're in the blue because that's one of your key colors. And also the spirit world is open for you as well. So you might find that you're getting messages or that you're having messages come through in dreams. I'm not saying it as a negative thing, but you might find some of your guides or friends from spirit world are coming and knocking on your door. Has that happened for you yet?
Yeah, I'm not connecting up as well as I would like to. That's for sure.
Okay. If you can use the frequency and put into the record, I'm using this for my transformation and their transformation. What it'll do is it'll calm down that left side of the brain and get that right side working. And there's also a connection for you that if like a Mother Mary connection for you in the records, that her gentleness, her directness, She's a guide that can guide you and counsel you to help you with your gifts and feel safe with it. I know sometimes when we're working in these realms, we don't often feel as safe as we can.
Could it be Mother Mira, who's a Hindu mother that I adore?
There's definitely, you know, she's in that kind of same frequency. It's almost like they come from a similar area, but it's definitely that gentle, that speaking. Like I said, it's just the mother and the M, and normally I associate that with Mary, but it definitely could be Mira as well. I know she's a little bit like that in the same connections.
Thank you so much.
My darling, thank you.
We only have time for two more.
Okay.
And this is one of our beloveds. This is our Omashar lip syncer. Also,
I saw before, Charlotte, you were so good. You were with the rhythm. You knew what we were. What's your date of birth? Just the month and the day, my dear.
June 28th.
What was that?
June 28th.
28th. Okay, 7. This is your year of peace, harmony, love, and healing. Okay, use the words and the affirmations. This brings me peace. I'm sending out peace. You came as an emissary of peace. And this is where your guides can really work and help you. And also working on that healing, health and healing. This is the year to look after yourself. And this is where for you, working and connecting with your tribe, soul connections, these lovely people in the room today, I know every single one of them was supporting you and looking and seeing you lip syncing and feeling that wonderful energy. You're not alone. You're not alone. Okay.
Thank you.
What have we got? Our last one, Scott.
All right, our last person is our good friend Roger. And that's
Hi,
his
Roger.
planning.
Okay, I just need a day and a month, my dear.
August 12th.
Oh, so you're a Lionsgate baby. You picked one of those big busy months. 8 + 3 + 9. Okay, the 2. This is the year for you. It's all about truth, trust, and duty. So trusting your intuition, speaking your truth, understanding the truth, and also looking at the world and how it's bringing informations and things for you within that. But your intuition is going to be your strength, and also speaking your truth. For some reason, I just see people coming to you for messages or strength and support. That guidance, that I call it a little bit like an ancient wisdom keeper. So using your words and your wisdom and channeling any information that comes from your third eye. So your insight is here. That's why you came at this time of ascension. And what you may have also found is that as we've shifted into that Pluto Aquarian record now, that you're receiving more information. And that's because you're part of this new Aquarian movement as well. That's why you're here tonight. Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Wow, that was so fast, so quick.
Amanda, you're amazing. And a lot of people have put in the chat box that you've worked with how right on, spot on you are. So thank you.
Thank you, Scott. And thank you, Tanjila.
Amazing, Amanda, as always. And just wanted to let everyone know that you will be at Conscious Life Expo next weekend. So would you like to share what you'll be doing, what times people can come to you?
I'm going to be in the Marina room on Saturday night, this time next week. And I'm going to be sharing about future timelining in the Akashic Records. So how we can shift timelines in Dreamwave. And I'm going to be teaching people how to surf and remote view into that so that they can start making choices and decisions that is kind of going to bring something on the micro into the macro of collective consciousness. So we're going to be looking into the future next week, which I'm so excited to share that.
Wonderful, beautiful. And also looking into the future, you are going to be having your own Soul Search TV show soon. So we're looking forward to that. So everyone stay tuned because that's amazing. And it's going to be incredible to see what unfolds from you, Amanda.
My pleasure.
And for those of you who want more Amanda, and I'm imagining many of you might, her website is again her name, amandaromania.com. amandaromania.com. Go there, click book, and that's how you can schedule a session with her. She does 30-minute consultations, 45-minute consultations, astrocartography, 90-minute, all sorts of different options. And you can learn much more about her at her website, again, amandaromania.com. And what a gem you are, Amanda. Thank you so
My
very much.
pleasure, my honor. Thank you so, so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Amanda. And we'll see you next weekend.
You will. Absolutely. I'm looking
Hope to meet
forward.
you in person, Amanda. Hope to meet all of you. Yeah, that'll be good.
It'll be wonderful. Thank you so much.
We're going to do another little bit of music. And then we'll hear from our last person, Galaxy Starborn.
Wonderful.
We are so blessed to have Amrita with us with her guitar. So Amrita, tell us what you've got this time.
Ooh. This should be familiar to most people. I think Frank Sinatra made this pretty famous back in the day. And I hope you enjoy it. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, oh darling, kiss me. Well, fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Well, now fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, oh baby, kiss me. Well, fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.
Woohoo!
Go Frankie.
I tell you, all of you have flown us to the moon tonight.
Aw, I love that.
Absolutely. And again, her website where you can get the most yummy milk and honey provisions.love. Not
Thank you,
.com,
Scott.
but .love. Absolutely.
Absolutely, .love. I just want to say one thing real quick about my my products. These are the retail bags here, which you can get on my Etsy store. There's a link on my website, and you can also find them in Sedona and now in Phoenix. And I have two kinds, Golden Sedona Sunrise, which is my golden milk blend, and I have Spicy Red Rock Cacao, which is inspired by Mexican chocolate with a little chipotle and cinnamon. And I put a lot of healing, intention, love. I just let it come through me. I put on solfeggio frequencies when I'm making my product, and it's very, very high vibe with all organic ingredients and sweetened with coconut sugar. And lastly, these are my gallon bags for bulk when you want to make products. So I have people who are running retreats that love to have this available for their retreat participants because it's such a treat and so nurturing and healing and transformative. So just want to put it out there. Milk and honey provisions, baby. Woohoo!
Definitely. And I can attest to that. I have had her Sedona Sunrise, Golden Milk, and Red Rock Cacao many times, and I'm an owner and I love serving it at events as well. So super high vibes, straight from Sedona with a lot of love. And as you guys can feel, Amrita's frequency coming through her music. It also comes through her culinary creations. So thank you, Amrita.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
You know, there's a perfect segue. She was flying us to the moon, and when you go way past the moon, you go to the galaxy. And so we're going from flying to the moon to the galaxy with Galaxy Starborn.
Thank you. Hi, Galaxy. Thanks
Hi
for
there.
tuning with us. And I'm excited to introduce Galaxy Starborn. Galaxy was with us all day here in Burlingame. So Galaxy, thanks for dealing with the technology issues and running home. But I'm excited to introduce you. Galaxy Starborn is a galactic channel guide and teacher, Akashic guide and starseed coach, trained in Akashic Records, soul clearing with an MA in transpersonal psychology. Galaxy helps adults and kids to shine, and Galaxy regularly helps clients to experience greater peace, fulfillment, and joy. And Galaxy has been here all day in Burlingame, providing starseed support readings to adults. Galaxy also works with children, supporting them on their starseed journey, and gave an amazing talk today. Claim your soul power, and you will also be with us at Conscious Life Expo next weekend. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's delightful to be here. And I do appreciate that song. That was the perfect lead in. And I'm really grateful to be bringing in that love from the stars that's here with us. And something that was just coming forward for me as I was reflecting on this talk is all the intensity of these times, all the challenging things that our hearts are having to bear, feeling a sense of loss sometimes in whether it's loss of human life, loss of physical creations. There's a lot going on that is, I think, very challenging for our hearts. And so what I'm feeling guided to do tonight is to bring in some healing to all that we're holding. And sometimes we can get in that place where we feel like maybe it's too much to bear. And I would say it's only too much without love. We bring the love in, love is infinite, and love can help us. So that's part of my intention for tonight. And I'm wondering if there's folks who are out there in the Zoom room who want to maybe type in some situations where, it's been challenging for your heart, where you'd like a little healing, and that I can use that to help guide the meditation that we do.
Well, right off the bat, George Nobles talks about how there's been very heavy rains where he is in Santa Rosa. He was out digging ditches to help the water drain away from the buildings.
Wow.
So there's one thing.
Yes, we have the natural world, and sometimes it feels like, wow, it's really coming in. Things are really very, very intense. And how can we support and get things in flow? So thank you for bringing that in. We're going to hold space for a flow that is guided by love.
And also you may want to take into consideration, because you missed this, you weren't here when we announced it, but Omashar, our beloved House Musical Artist, has 3 broken ribs. So she's managing, still singing with 3 broken ribs.
Wow. Wow. That really touches me, Omashar. And
yeah, well, it touched me too.
yeah. So, I'm seeing how that music is flowing through you and how your spirit is not broken, and how we really want to hold space for bringing in love in a physical dimension to bolster and provide extra support here. So feels like let's also bring in addition to bringing in environmental healing, let's bring in some physical healing for our bodies.
This next one is one I think a lot of us might be dealing with. Carol Craig writes, big rift in my family over the political climate. Do some healing over that.
Yes, yes, that is so challenging. We are living in these times where people have very different ideas. And in addition to having these different ideas, there's also this sense that if we don't feel or have the same opinion, we're separate. As opposed to when we're really coming from a true spirit of love, there's room for diversity. We can be diverse and we can all be one. So it feels like what I'm wanting to bring in that situation, perhaps the invitation to see a bridge of love coming from your heart to these other people's hearts. Because love goes beyond words. And sometimes the words right now, sometimes the words don't feel like they're working, but the heart energy is always there. So maybe see that bridge of love going out to other people so that you can invite the connection on a wavelength of love. This is the only type of connection I'm really inviting in, is a connection based on love.
Diara writes another important one. She writes, a lot of people are processing the dropping of huge amounts of density and feeling it physically. And also want to bring in a global peace triber that has gone through a lot of surgery and is in the hospital. Sylvia, she's resting tonight, but keeps extra healing, light, and love.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we also want to hold her and anyone in that situation in our prayers, and bringing in an extra field of love. Our physical bodies do sometimes require some extra TLC, and yet when we bring in that perhaps the energy of Archangel Raphael, who's an angel of healing, and we bring in that connection to love and really feel ourselves giving ourselves the time to nurture in that. I do feel like sometimes on this path, we want the quick breakthrough and everything to just happen easily. And sometimes in the physical dimension, things do take time. Yet if we stay in that commitment to, I'm going to keep bringing in love, keep bringing in a field of love, then things can shift. So we're going to hold that also in our hearts, that spirit of love that enfolds Sylvia and anyone who is needing that extra support.
And I see Susan S. saying, I am feeling exhausted. Anyone else? And Trisha Fortina, so many people are being escorted, pulled away from their families abruptly, and farm workers don't want to show up to pick the food from the fields, and the problem of food growing, though no one to pick it, the potential shortage of food down the road.
Yes, yes. That is all very intense. So to address, first of all, the exhaustion that was mentioned, it is a lot for our human brains to process. The linear mind is like, I don't know what the solution is. What we're going to want to do is establish a connection to divine intelligence. And it feels like true power is up here, and feeling that running through our bodies. So we can, it feels like perhaps if these are the comments we received, then let's do a meditation, if that works right now, where we can combine all of it and help us connect to true power, true love, and bring it into all these different situations. Also the fear coming up about, will we have food? What's going to happen? We want to anchor in something larger that can support us, that we don't know with our human minds what the solution will be, but there's divine intelligence here, and love is always here, and love always finds a way. Yeah, so it feels like at this point, thank you everybody who's shared, who's brought forth your cares and concerns. I know this is, these are very intense times, and surely there are also others who are holding cares and concerns in your hearts. I want to be really very thankful and respectful for anyone who's being vulnerable enough to share, and anybody who's just being vulnerable enough to be candid with yourself about what's going on for you in your heart. We are here tonight as a community of love, to bring blessing and support to all of this. And first and foremost, what I'm going to invite everyone to do is to put your hands on your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel your human heart beating. And then feel your connection to the divine light of the universe, a light that you know and trust. Maybe it comes in through a big star that you see above your head. And feel that light of the universe just filling up your heart with light. We are working in a field of 100% pure light. So let's take some time to really establish that field of pure light, bringing that pure light that's in your heart now, bring it into your belly, bringing it into your legs, bringing it into your feet, breathing that pure divine light up your back, breathing that pure light of the universe into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, especially bringing that pure light, that divine intelligence into your mind. Anything that's circling around your mind that you're feeling unsettled about, allow it to be bathed in a divine intelligence. Light is here. Light is here. And checking in again with your heart, with any cares and concerns and worries, doubts, fears, anything that your heart is carrying. Feel it being enveloped and embraced by this divine light. And make a commitment. We are going to connect with love. You're going to bring love, a love that goes beyond words. We're going to bring love to all of this. No matter what, love is here. And so now also feel your attention being placed on a point beyond this time-space dimension that holds the essence of pure divine love. This love is infinite, infinitely flowing, infinitely abundantly available. Feel that pure divine love, first of all, pouring into your human heart. Feeling that nurturing of pure divine love filling your heart. Feeling that pure divine light in your ribs. This love flowing into your ribs. Here to make everything whole. Breathe that love into your belly. Any sense of restriction, concern, feeling powerless. You are powerful with love. Feel the power of love filling your belly now. And feel that love flowing down to your feet. Any sense of how am I going to walk through this? Your feet are going to be guided by love. Feel the love just being channeled down your legs to your feet. You're anchored now on this planet in love. And your backs may be wondering, maybe some backs are hurting out there. It's all a call for more support. Let's breathe in that love into your back. Love has your back. Divine love has your back. You may also want to call in Archangel Michael behind you so you can really feel the power of love being held sacred here in your body and in the circle. And then feel that love up to your throat chakra. Breathing love into your throat center, your communication center. Also bringing Archangel Gabriel in to support divine communication. Feel that when you don't know what to say, on some level, all you need to say is love. Just allow love to be the filter, the force, the essence of all your communication, guided by love. And then there might still be some thoughts swirling around in your human head, the mental chatter, the concerns, the doubts. Let's bring love to your brain, your human brain. Love is here. Love is here. A love that sees, knows, brings infinite abundance is here. And now breathe that love down your hands. Feel that love coming out your fingertips. When you wonder what to do in the world, what your creation through your hands shall be, let it be the creation of love. Let all that you're here to do be to be love. And now let's bring those hands back to your heart, sealing the circle, so to speak, sealing the love into your heart. No matter what happens, love is here. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Thank you for being a channel of love. We are a channel of love. We are building a world of love. No matter what, love is here. Thank you.
So beautiful. So absolutely beautiful. And Scotty, do you want to say something?
I am not sure how that got raised, but yeah, that was just so beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for participating.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting how the universe works. Galaxy, we originally had you scheduled for like the middle of the show, but this is like the perfect conclusion to have a beautiful prayer that everybody can relate to, kind of taking into consideration all the different dynamics. Bring Tanjila back up. Just, it's amazing how the universe works, you know, how the flow of things go.
Exactly.
Yes, really honor that.
All in divine timing. So thank you, Galaxy, for bringing us all together in the end and reminding that the diversity, you know, is the beauty, even though sometimes we can't see that. So you can always come back to love. So thank you for that reminder.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There's a lot of important things to know. Galaxy is going to be also at the Conscious Life Expo next week. I'll go through the dates and times. And her main website is starbornguide.com. Star, S-T-A-R, born, B-O-R-N, guide, G-U-I-D-E.com. And this is where you can book a session. And she does beautiful one-on-one soul coaching, and really helps people align with their mission on this planet. She's an amazing galactic channel guide, teacher, trained in the Akashic Records, soul clearing, and she also has, in the kind of more mainstream 3D world, an MA in transpersonal psychology. And she clearly is someone who helps people deeply. So transform and book a session. As you can see from these testimonials, a lot of people very grateful for how Galaxy has supported them. And if you are coming to the Conscious Life Expo, woohoo! Because it's going to be really exciting. She's going to be doing a workshop on Friday at 2 o'clock from 2 p.m. to 3:30 on soulful immunity. What does that mean, soulful immunity?
Yes, well, the essence, if we are feeling affected by something and feeling like something negative is disrupting our field, whether that's in the physical dimension or the mental dimension or the spiritual dimension, essentially we need to connect deeply to light in our souls. And so what we're going to be doing is going through various practices that we can use so that we can become immune to any form of negativity. And we can really create health and well-being from the inside out.
Wow, I want to be at that workshop. I'm going to pull that up so people on Facebook can see and write this down. So Friday at the Expo, 2 p.m., Saturday at 8 p.m., support for Star Children. What a beautiful support for Star Children. And then she'll be doing readings the entire weekend in the Pacific Ballroom. And again, her website is starbornguide.com. So let's, if possible, I'll meet her at the Expo. And if not, definitely go to her website and book a session with her. And a lot of people are putting comments into the chat box of their appreciation. Eleanor Joy writes, love is the most powerful force in the universe because love is the universe. What a fabulous meditation. Thank you. And
thank you all so much. It's really great to be with you tonight. And I really want to honor all the love that's in the circle, that we are all channeling in love.
Oh, beautiful.
And thank you so much, Galaxy. I know you are so busy here at the Expo all day today in Burlingame. So I appreciate you taking the time to be with us this evening too, and to share this meditation with all of us. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
I'm actually going to bring up all of our guests. So our audience, before we have our closing song and some closing comments, we can one more time see all of the people that have blessed us with their talents tonight. Really an amazing group of people. I think there's Victoria. There we go.
And Carolina, too.
There's our team.
Oh, there.
So thank you, Soul Searchers. And again, remember, everybody, you can find all of these amazing people on soulsearch.io, soulsearch.io, or those of them that are doing their television shows, which is almost all of them, at soulsearch.tv. Soulsearch.tv.
Exactly. And actually, Oracle Maureen has a TV show coming as well. So stay tuned for Oracle Maureen's show, Amanda Romania's show, Victoria's season 2, and much more. So we're excited. And thank you all for joining us today. You know, this is what we're here to do together to support the awakening, the ascension, the evolution of consciousness. And it takes all of us to co-create this. And as we uplift one another, we are really uplifting the planet. So thank you all for your service. I honor each and every one of you joining in live on the replay across all of the worlds of Facebook, YouTube. We are truly a global family. So thank you.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to work with you, Tanjila, and to be with all your beautiful Soul Search family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll also be at Conscious Life Expo next weekend. So come by our Soul Search booth. We will be at we have booth 507 in the International Ballroom. Right when you walk in, come say hello to us. We'll have a lot of our team members there. And also, I will be giving a talk on Friday at 2 p.m. Amplify your spiritual business. This is the time for spiritual practitioners to step forward. And it's one of the things we're so passionate about at Soul Search. We love supporting all of our amazing, already out there, successful, experienced practitioners going even wider out into the world. And we love supporting our new spiritual practitioners as well. We have so many that have come to us as attendees to our events and now are actually vendors and even speakers. So it's just amazing to see so many people stepping into their gifts. This is the time because more and more people, we're going to be remembering our innate spiritual capabilities and abilities, and people around the world need our support. So come join me at 2 p.m. on Friday. If you're thinking about starting a spiritual business, if you already have one, come and join me so we can talk about these times and how we can really amplify the work that we're doing to share it with the world. Charlie and I will also be doing a workshop on Saturday on reconnecting with Lemuria, and this is going to be an activation and a remembrance so we can reconnect with our Lemurian heritage, connect to those innate gifts that we have always had, and remember our etheric selves and that soul connection that we have to the stars and to the divine. So that's going to be a really powerful, beautiful activation. And I'm also moderating the Ascension panel, 7:30 p.m. on Saturday night. We have a lot of amazing guests being a part of that panel: Wendy Kennedy, Maureen St. Germain, Lori Spagna, Yuri Lee, and many more. So come and join as we're going to dive into Ascension and tools and tips. And that's going to be a powerful one as well. So definitely join us at Conscious Life Expo next weekend. We have a lot going on. And of course, you can see our many soul searchers have incredible talks and workshops they're giving as well. And stay tuned and come to our expos. Our next one is going to be in Dublin, March 1st and 2nd, and then in San Rafael, Marin County, March 9th. So stay tuned, stay connected, whether it's through our live events, our online platform, or Soul Search TV. We're here to support that evolution of consciousness, and we're here to connect with you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanjila. And again, you can still come to the Conscious Life Expo. For more information, go to consciouslifeexpo.com. Next weekend, starting on Friday the 7th. So many of us will be there, and it's going to be a very special time. So please do join us if possible.
And Scotty is saying, we changed the world tonight. Thank you so much for Soul Search, for keeping my Global Peace Tribe family in tune. And yes, Scotty, thank you so much. We did change the world tonight, and we change the world every moment that we choose love. So thank you guys for choosing and being loved today with all of us.
Beautifully stated. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Tanjila. Next week, on Wednesday night, we're going to have a deep conversation with Whitley Strieber. Whitley, of course, is really one of the most important voices in the world of really having direct contact with ET. And his story is so fascinating that I just wanted to hold a whole show just with Whitley. So that's going to be next Wednesday night. And a reminder that tomorrow is our Sacred Sunday show. I got to bring Tanjila back up for that. My God, I almost forgot.
I know, me too.
My gosh. Yeah, tomorrow. Join us for our Sacred Sunday show. 10:30 is when we'll kind of start off with some meditation, some music, and then Tanjila is going to do a wonderful talk all about bringing in the new earth. And of course, Omashar, God bless him. I'll bring him up. He's going to be with us. And Omashar is going to do a closing song in a moment. While he's doing that, I will put into the chat box the link. I also emailed the link for tomorrow to all of our friends and subscribers. So you all have the email in, but join us tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning for our monthly Sacred Sunday show featuring Tanjila and Omashar. And Tanjila, is there anybody else from Soul Search who's going to be joining you tomorrow?
Well, no, we're going to just be, we will be at the expo. So of course we can say hello, but we're going to be doing a live broadcast from the expo where I'll be talking about co-creating the now earth and this movement that we're going through right now with the third, fourth, and fifth dimensions, and really walking us through that, doing some practices and connecting together as we co-create this now earth together.
Beautiful. See you all tomorrow morning. And to close this out, we are going to go to our beloved brother. Yes, Omashar.
Trisha.
He's needing a moment.
Her hand.
Okay. Are we good?
Trisha just raised her hand.
Yeah, it's just, did we get the link for Sunday? Or were you
Yes,
about?
I'm going to put in the chat box while Omashar is playing his song.
Thank you, Omashar.
All right. All right. Take it away, brother.
the open roads of this brand new start. The peace that flows through this loving heart. 'Cause freedom comes with letting go. This life renewed, new seeds to sow. So take my hand, I'm with you now. Relax yourself, your furrowed brow. The past has gone, so say hello. No looking back, onward we go. This is the life awaiting us, with family supporting us. The sword of truth has cleared the way for us to rise our brand new day. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. New mountain peaks for us to climb. New roads to walk, no reason why. The time is now to be as one, with all of life a golden sun. This is the life awaiting us, with family supporting us. The sword of truth has cleared the way for us to rise our brand new day. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, bam-bam-ba-da-da, da-da-da, 'cause freedom comes with letting go. This life renewed, new seeds to sow.
Fantastic. Thank you, Omashar. Sending lots and lots and lots of healing love your way.
It's good because the pain meds are just starting to wear off.
Good. Well,
You're a bad
well,
man.
sleep well. Let's all come back together for tomorrow morning, our Sacred Sunday show once a month. It's beautiful to see everybody who's got their cameras on, and much love to everybody watching the recording, watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube. Big love to everybody. Sleep well, and let's all get together tomorrow morning for the Sacred Sunday show. Good night, everybody.